Well, I'm Chris Whittington here with State Representative Alex Monsour. Alex, how you doing, brother?
It's hot, man.
It is hot. All right, so we've just been out here and got to hear a little bit from Mr. Tate Reeves, our state treasurer, who's running from lieutenant governor. I want to talk to you about the importance of voting, brother.
It's going to be very, very important for everybody to get out and vote. This is going to be a primary. This primary will decide who your next lieutenant governor is going to be. Everybody needs to go out, exercise their right to vote, and decide who it's going to be. It's going to be, statewide, we've got 7 out of the 8 elected offices that are being held by Republicans now. It's not a widely contested primary election season this time statewide. This is the one that's going to be decided, is the lieutenant governor's seat. It's a very, very important seat. The lieutenant governor oversees the Senate. Decides what committee chairmen are going to be out there, and decides the legislation that comes in and out and who runs those committees. So it's a very important seat. So everybody needs to go out, everybody needs to vote, and make that vote count.
All right, now I want to get your take because I'm trying to be tactful with my words. You're a no BS kind of guy. Yeah. What's going on in Washington?
Well, this is what it's going to come down to. It's going to come down to the Republicans that we sent up there, whether they have backbone to stand their ground and make a decision. We've got a bunch of liberals that have been able to go through the process without coming up with a budget, and they're supposed to come up with a budget. They have not. The Republicans have provided a plan, which I don't think they need to back off of. They come up with a plan, they provide it, they need to stand their ground, and, we've got to do something about this debt. It's affecting every aspect of our lives. People are without jobs. They need to find a way to create jobs and not tax people. Taxing people is not the answer. The answer is to find a way to let people keep more of their dollars, especially small businesses. Small businesses create jobs. We don't need to hinder them by taxing them more. That's just going to make them back off of creating either new jobs or helping them start new businesses out there. So, these guys up there have got to stop creating new programs and stop spending our money. There comes a time where you have to realize that the economy is bad, and you can't just keep on taxing people to death out there. You run out of buckets to get the tax dollars out of, and right now it's the worst time to try to increase taxes on anybody. We just have to find where we can trim the budget and start saving money. And these guys better realize that, because the people are getting tired of it, and they're going to take them out of office.
Now I'm looking at the United States Senate, and I want you. I'm going to kind of draw the comparison. If the Senate side of the Mississippi Capitol had not passed a budget in 800+ days, what would be the feeling in the House?
Well, in the House, it goes back to what I just said. I'll give you, for instance, last year there was 43 of us in the House of Representatives. We could have extended the session like the liberal Democrats wanted to, and gone on and cost the taxpayers more money to try to solve the budget. But we said no. They sent us here to do it in 3 months. And we said no, we're going to do it in those 3 months. And we said no, we're staying here. They wanted to extend the deadline. We weren't going to extend the deadline. And they said no, let's do it. 43 of us in the House said no, we're going to do it in the time frame that we said we were going to do it. So we held their feet to the fire, and guess what? We got it done in that time frame. And that's what has to happen. If you call their bluff, they'll do it. They're not going to go and default. They look just as bad as the Republicans do if they do the same thing. So hold their feet to the fire. Press it to the mat. It's just, sometimes you have to play like they do. They play to win. Sometimes we play to tie. You can't do that. You have got to know how to play this game. It's time to stand up and man up and get this budget settled and decrease this amount of debt we have, because our children and grandchildren will not be able to sustain this. There's no way we can.
All right, I'm going to ask you one question, and then this will be the one to kind of close it out. What was your reaction the other day when you heard John Boehner, and I know you heard the line because everybody did. John Boehner told everybody in the Republican Party, it's time to get your ass in line.
Well, if he meant it, that's fine. But this is my problem with saying that. Say it, mean what you say, and do what you say. But we make a proposal, we hand it to the Democrats or the liberals, and then all of a sudden we go in there before anything is brought forward by them. All of a sudden we're wanting to back off of ours a little bit or change it, and we haven't even seen anything from them yet. If he wants them to get in line, then stand firm on what we're saying and make the liberals come across and bring something to us instead of us changing our plan before we even see anything that they have. That's what we have to do. The leader has to stand his ground if he wants his guys to follow him. We can't keep on changing our game plan when the other side doesn't even bring a game plan. And that's what I say. I think sometimes if the people see that you don't stand your ground that are following you, it shows a little weakness. So stand your ground, make the other side come to the table, at least bring a plan. And that's where we're at now. Now we're starting to see them come across because, you know, we're starting to stand that ground now in the last few days. And Harry Reid brings a plan, and the CBO says, "Oh, there's no way this thing doesn't even match up. It's going to lose money. It's not going to save us any money." Well, see, that's what the problem is. They're bringing something forward that doesn't even make any sense now. So now we're starting to see that the Republicans have a plan, and the Democrats really don't. So now our guys can finally see that they've got a leader that maybe they can follow. You see, that's been the problem all along. Now we're starting to see in the last few days, these guys maybe can get in line now, and now maybe we'll get this budget in line. But it's late in the game, and they need to get it done.
That's it. So, Alex, I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Good luck in the election, my brother.
Yes, sir. Thank you.